Leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer that circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome to Laugh to Say It's Live.
Live.
All right.
Sorry,
Tonight we have two guests. We have, sitting to my right, we have our guest co-host, Tugboat Manny. Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And naturally we have John Santo here, Patty G, John LaRocchi is on assignment, Steve Oliva, we don't know what he's doing, and Frank Fiel is just acting.
Yes.
He's
I don't know
acting.
if he's acting like a husband or
He's-
he's acting
he's,
in the movies. I don't know.
Got
what
a
he's
big
doing.
part in the movie. Big part.
part.
Huge.
part.
Okay, he's got a
I mean,
big part.
he's the whole movie.
So tonight we have a guest coming on, Vincent Williams. He'll be on a little later. And that's it. So what's up, Tugboat Manny? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I went down to the place that says pizza over there.
Well, we figured
behind
that.
the pizza place.
You look like you
Yeah.
had a little too much, too. Yeah, there was a Weight Watchers place on the way in. You could have stopped there. Now, what does your shirt say? That's the Project 9. The reason why we have Tugboat Manny on is for Project 9 Line. He's going to tell us a little bit about Project 9 Line and
Well, first
what he does there.
ask him about his week.
Well, we're gonna.
Are you gonna roll it all in
I'm
together?
gonna roll it all, and I'm gonna ask you about your week. I just talked to him. I'm gonna go. Manny, we don't
right.
care about Manny's week, but you want to talk
No,
about?
we
Manny's
should-
week? Let's talk about.
Let's
Manny's
talk about
week.
Manny's
What's
week.
your
How was
Manny?
your week?
Oh, I gotta tell you, Thanksgiving was great. I was told that in front of my entire family, that I talk on a second grade reading level. So that made me feel really.
All right, that's enough, Manny. How would you?
Well, last year you were on a first grade.
Nobody's gonna come on the show anymore. We're gonna-
Yeah. So hopefully next year I'll be at a third grade reading level.
Well, Manny, let me ask you, what
don't
brought
worry,
all
Manny,
this
we're not
about
gonna-
at dinner?
Well, because they said, my one cousin said the cake really wasn't that good. And I said the pumpkin pie, and she was like, she really got like cake
Why-
and
why
pumpkin
was she-
pie. How'd she
Pie
snap?
is pie, cake is cake.
Right. I didn't see a big deal in it, but
I don't see a big deal in it.
yeah. So that was it.
Well,
But
don't worry. If you have a second grade reader, that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
We're not going to ask you to read any commercials or
Yeah,
anything.
no.
We leave that to John.
thank you. And
Because I read on an 8th grade reading level.
You had a show this week, right?
yeah, I had a show this week that I was at. But I want to talk about I was at your Regency,
Yes, yes.
Glen Cove.
Manny comes down to the
Oh.
Regency. I work in the Regency, as most of you guys know, and Manny comes down there on Mondays for happy hour, and we can't say entertain. Well, he tries to entertain. No, he does a great job. They love Manny there, but I think he comes down for the meals, you know.
I do come down for the meals because Pat's chili is really good with
Yeah.
the Parmesan cheese.
Well, that's
on top
because
of it.
Danny puts Parmesan on. What's wrong with your neck? You look like you have a stiff neck. You getting an accident or what?
No, I've been working out.
Slam your head in the
You've been working out?
I've been working out, so
Yeah, it shows.
Hey, don't discourage him, man. You just started.
Maybe you should have went to the library, but anyway, you know.
I almost got into a fight in the library.
I benched over 250 pounds. I sat on a bench.
Whoa, I like that.
That's in my act. That's a
good.
Yeah.
very good
Leave it
one.
in your act.
freaking. I don't even want to
We'll
come on
leave
the
it
show
out.
anymore. And I'm on the cast.
Well, you look
How do I
like
get my own
Wait,
show?
hold on a second. John was excommunicated for a while there.
I got fired.
You got fired.
No, but last week I wasn't on the show because
From the show?
I didn't want to get you guys sick. It turned out to be allergies, but I'm a very germophobic Dustin Hoffman outbreak type guy. I thought I had an infectious disease.
Did you use your?
It wasn't. No, I
did you
just
use
had
the
allergies.
Oregano oil.
I knocked it out with the oregano oil, the
Elderberry
elderberry
wine,
syrup,
right.
and my usual cocktail of vitamins.
Should we ask him about his week?
Green tea pills.
We're gonna ask in a minute, but we don't have to rush. LaRocchi is not here.
Yeah,
take our
we got
time.
plenty
We're
of time.
enjoying
Oh, I
ourselves.
thought the show was
I like this. I like
Plenty
what's
of
going
time.
on.
So Manny comes down on Mondays, and it's a fun time. We do a little comedy for the residents, and they look forward to actually seeing him. And he's a good man, and thank you for coming down. I
Oh,
appreciate
you're
it.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
Puts a
man.
smile on her face.
I believe it was your idea, probably a year ago or so.
Yeah. So it's fun.
You know?
You work on new material and stuff. And
What does that mean? Sack up Santa. What does that mean?
Sack up Santa.
Larocchia comedy. He's at a rest stop, by the way. He's going to be calling it.
Well,
He's driving
turn the
between
phone- turn
Pennsylvania
the
and
phone, the
Boston.
baby cacoots,
Maybe
turn the
we
phones
could
off.
lose the phone line.
So how was your week, Mr. Santo? You had you headlined 2 shows over the weekend.
I did
Yeah.
on Black Friday. I headlined the Little Room of Governors.
Yeah, 2
For
governors.
John Butero. Thank you, John, for putting me in both of your shows. Then I drove out to McGuire's and I closed that show.
Look at you getting double.
It was like when Phil Collins did Live Aid in London, then Concorded to Pennsylvania. But I took an accord, not the Concorde.
Put that in your act.
So that was a cool thing to do. I met Colin Quinn. I told you backstage,
Yes, yeah, that was
who
a
I'm
cool
a big
story.
fan of, and that was nice to I just said hello real quick, nothing. And I liked one of his bits on SNL. We talked about that, and that was it. But it was cool to meet him. He's a very nice guy, very easy to talk to. I took my wife and kids into the city. We saw the Christmas Spectacular.
Nice.
And on Wednesday night, before Thanksgiving.
But now you took him in there before the tree lighting, so you couldn't go down and really visit the tree.
We had
Tomorrow they light
by the
the
time
tree.
they get out of school, we got on the train, we got
Patty.
in there.
I know that,
Sorry,
but I'm saying
sorry.
he was in there before.
Yeah, I
The
know.
line for FAO,
In
because
case they
we were going to
didn't know.
hit like FAO Schwartz. We got dinner. There's a nice place. Ted Montana's Grill right near Radio City. Recommend it. On 51st in the Time Life building. Good place. Reasonable. FAO Schwartz, the line was like a whole city block
Oh,
long.
yeah.
Couldn't get anywhere near the place. So
You went at a perfect time. What I'm saying, before the tree lighting, if it was the tree lighting, it's
Oh,
like
forget!
impossible to get down there.
I don't want any part of New York City this time of the year. I said,
You don't go on a horse and buggy ride?
No, I don't like any of that. You know what? I've seen everything.
Santa.
I've seen everything. I don't need to see anything else. I don't want to ever
It's
go back
nice
to
to
the
go
city.
down there once. I like going down
I
there.
hate the city.
It's festive and
I
stuff.
hate.
yeah.
I hate. I know we don't do politics, but I can't stand all the homeless because de Blasio is a complete fuck up, and the whole city's being run into the
Okay,
ground.
now, for all you folks out there that are bookers in Manhattan, don't book John Santo.
Well, no,
there.
don't book me
But
till
Tugboat Manny and Marone
No, no.
and Patty G
You
will
can
go there
book me,
anytime
but
you
don't
want.
book me.
We're not homeless.
Because I ain't going into the city during the holiday.
And
Book
don't-
me after New
And
Year's.
John, I want to ask, did anybody come down and try and get on the show that wasn't on the 2 shows you did?
I would have killed him.
I know.
Oh.
No. That's okay. That's the
Is
first one that
Colin
wasn't
Quinn
my show.
trying to get on? You wouldn't
No,
do it then?
no, we would have let Colin.
He gets an exemption.
No, nobody came on. I mean, we had it was a lot
Gets
of
a pass.
some newer comics, some and then some other comics. It was a great show. Got to meet people I didn't meet before, so that was cool too. What was I going to say though about the? Everybody's really nice. It was a nice mood.
Good.
Yeah. But the 12 of my friends were in the audience. 4 of my friends, and then they brought their families. So it was 12 people that came to see me. I had no idea that they were there until I went up on the stage. Because when I
Nice.
came into the
That's
club, I didn't
awesome.
see him. I didn't see him when I came in because I came in during the show.
Right.
And I didn't know they were there. And then I went through the crowd, didn't see him.
Right.
And then when I was up on the stage, holy cow, they're all there.
Wow.
And I was like,
Nice.
I
It's a
couldn't
good
believe
feel.
it.
It's a good
And
feeling.
I'm trying to count, not count, but
Now-
see who's there.
Now, are they
Well,
still
I'm
your
doing
friends
the
after the show?
They love the show.
Okay.
They used to come to my shows when I was new, and they're like, "Holy cow,
Right.
what a difference! You suck just a little bit less."
How long have you been doing comedy now?
So they've known so I've been doing comedy 30 years. Next year will be my 30th anniversary.
Wow. Congratulations.
My first
Nice.
show at Governors was March of '89.
Nice,
Wow.
nice.
Yeah. Oh, I got to do something big. 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, we'll do it another time. We're gonna see what Patty G's
Let's
week
see what
was.
Pat's. But we got to.
How was your week?
My week was terrific, guys.
Okay, so
Thank you.
What's your segment today? What's your Pat's?
My segment, if I ever get to it,
What is it?
on Patty G's. Gee, I didn't know that. Musicians and bands and how they got their names.
Musicians and bands.
Yes, like the Bay City Rollers and the Big Bopper and how their names came to be.
Well, Genesis has had their name since the beginning.
okay,
get it?
John,
Genesis?
thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
That was so witty and quick.
So that's how your
So
week
fat,
was?
that's 30 years right there.
30 years.
30
no
years,
comedy
30.
this week. It was an off weekend. I had a terrific Thanksgiving meal by some friends.
Is there anything different than the other weekend?
All right, that's Pat Marone's line, okay, Manny?
Well, wait. My week, I had Thanksgiving.
Okay, how was your week, Pat?
My week at the Regency, we did Thanksgiving. It was a nice day. We always do a big
You were
family
there for
thing.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I worked on
What
Thanksgiving.
about really?
And then I go, I go by my
Tell
mom
me,
afterwards.
didn't they have lobster there?
No lobsters. I do a nice roasted turkey, do the breast, and if some people want, we do a couple of turkeys if somebody wants a dog.
Wait, what breast do you do? The turkey or somebody else's breast?
I do the turkey breast.
Okay.
Well, how many people you got there? You gotta make-
So a lot of people go out with their families.
Oh, okay.
So, but we invite people from the senior center who don't have a place to go, so they come in. So we had 15 people from the senior center, and we have the residents, and some of the residents bring their family in for reservation. So we all eat at the same time around 4
that's
o'clock.
nice.
That
And,
is nice. And nobody got
And we do a
sick
little
this year.
champagne toast, and then I do a sweet potato mashed. Yeah, nobody's paying attention, man. So I do a sweet potato mash, and I do the sausage stuffing with cranberries
I don't know
and.
what
How about that
No,
killer
we're trying to
chili
figure out
with
whose
the
mic
cheese?
it is. It's always.
I think it was my hair.
It's got to be you with the zipper.
No,
No, I think
it's
I
this
think
asshole
it's
over
me.
here.
Oh, with the chin? Your
Yeah,
chin got it?
listen.
Chin, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was you.
Oh,
Why
you
don't you
didn't
shave
shave.
before you
Come
come
on, you gotta
here?
shave.
Gotta shave.
Put it lower.
Look, I see you dressed for the occasion.
What,
Well, I'm sporting my Project 9 line
Manny
shirt.
wants to bring attention to the fact he worked out
So
today.
anyway,
Did anybody go shopping? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were finished.
So anyway,
Food
that
shopping.
that was part of my week. We're gonna get to a commercial, and then we're gonna get an interview John. We're gonna interview Manny.
Tugboat Manny.
Tugboat Manny. We're
So-
gonna do the MCN duck.
MC and duck cleaning. Which voice should I do it in?
You could do it. I say.
Casey,
I've done
Samuel,
I've
no.
done
What's
it.
his name?
Michael Jackson.
No.
I don't do Jackson.
What's his name? I like it.
Bloomberg.
Shawshank Redemption. What's his name?
I've done it as Morgan Freeman.
Oh, you did?
Got to give him his money's worth.
Okay. So,
We got all the presidents, the Sopranos.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I've done it as Schwarzenegger.
okay. So by the time you do it, the show will be over.
Show will
But
be over.
Tom Carvel.
Don't do him. Let's think of
How
something quick.
about Bloomberg?
Bloomberg? All right.
Yeah.
MCN duck cleaning.
Should we put the
They
thing-
have all your duck cleaning needs. They can clean your ducks. They can clean your ducks, and they clean them very well. MCN duck cleaning. Their number. Matt is terrific. Their number is 631-885-5736. For those of you that don't speak English, La MCN duck cleaning. Telefono numero is 631-885-5736.
Very good.
I did that. I should have wrote that down in Spanish,
was
but
very good.
I got through
Mr.
it.
Bloomberg, you were terrific.
631-885-5736. That number again.
And ask for Matt.
Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island. Remember
Listen,
that guy on the
listen.
Spanish channel?
Listen,
San Francisco.
Right.
Yes.
Speaking the duck cleaning, we get a little more. Matt is a great guy.
Terrific.
And it's very important to get your ducks cleaned. It could be mold, dust, and everything in there. It's very important. For restaurants, grease, you can have a grease fire. Give Matt a call. He's a great guy, and he's
Especially
he'll
with
take
the
care of
cold
you.
weather
With the
coming, too.
Havac, remember we had
All
the
right.
bomb Havac.
Now we get over to this Mama Luke.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Welcome to the show.
Tell everybody. Well, how long you been doing stand-up comedy?
I started on.
If that's what you want to call it.
Yeah. Well, I took my first comedy class March 19th of 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
5 years. Now you failed that. I mean, you took that class right 6 times.
Several
right?
times.
I took six
They
of
gave
them in
him
a row.
money.
Now
Not to
they're
take
friends.
it.
We had Peter Bales on the show. Stand Up University took, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great guys. Rich Walker and Peter
And,
Bales.
Got the most-
Is Steve Lazarus teach
Steve
that?
Lazarus.
Steve Lazarus.
Yeah.
Yep. He's. But
And
I
you
very
know what?
good.
All jokes aside, they really knocked themselves out to help you.
Yeah,
When
they
you're
great.
brand new. They really do a great job.
They're great guys.
Hey, if it
Peter's
wasn't for
terrific.
Rich Walker, I wouldn't be doing Donald Trump. He
Yeah.
coached me all the way through. And Steve and Eric Aft and Carrie Karavis that one night, they really coached me well.
That's it. And if it wasn't for Rich Walker, I wouldn't be doing comedy. He's the one that I
we'll
went to a
talk to
comedy
Rich
show.
about that anyway.
And yes, and I saw. I
Got to
see-
take the success with the
he,
failure.
he really had me laughing so hard that he had me laughing so hard.
Wait a minute.
What happened?
Nothing. No, I'm,
But he talked to me after the show, and then I took a comedy class. And
oh, I got to post the number because John didn't get my text, I guess.
All right,
Do
so-
we really
so
want him to call in? Am I making a mistake?
We are interviewing Manny. The hell with John LaRocchi right now. I think the number's on the board. Why don't you
probably-
just say the number and he'll listen to it?
Oh, right. That's a good idea.
516
945
I don't even see what you guys-
90.
99.
Okay, call us.
We did that.
Okay, so
that
you-
was a good way that we did
Right,
that.
right.
Okay, so you guys, you've been doing comedy for 5 years, and you're doing a great job. You performed at the Borgata, Westbury Music Fair, and we hear about it all the time. We're getting sick of it. But
You did Westbury Music Fair?
Yeah. I was honestly, I was
Oh,
supposed.
that's right. We talked about this.
yeah, he did the first row.
I
There
almost.
was 4 guys.
Now
in
you
the
did
front.
it during the show, not before, in the parking lot.
yes, I actually.
Because I've done the parking lot like 20
Here,
times.
here's a
No,
cool story. I took the comedy class,
Right.
and right after the comedy class, a month later, I went to Westbury, and to see Kevin James perform there.
Okay, yeah.
Kevin James, alumni at Ward Melville, where I went to. I said, let me go see my alumni, and
Sure.
I sported the Ward Melville shirt. And anyway, before the show, I took a picture of the stage, and while I was there, I posted up to Facebook, and I said, one day. And then after the show, I waited for Kevin outside, blah, 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 all this stuff.
Then 2 days later, he was there.
Yeah,
Folks,
pretty
for you
much.
guys that don't know Manny, he's a stalker. He stalked Don Rickles,
Yeah.
Kevin James. He
Don
stalks
Rickles,
everybody.
I love
He stalks
him, man.
everybody. He's even stalked me. That's why he's at the Regency. But he's stalking
Every
me
Monday.
for food.
Yes, but hey, you can't go wrong with food.
So you performed at all those places.
Yeah.
Now the main reason why we want, and you're a veteran,
yes,
and you're an advocate for mental health.
yes.
Thank you
we
for your
can see
service,
why.
by the way.
Yeah.
We
Thank
always
you.
thank our
you for the
veterans.
Thank you.
And you're an advocate for mental health, which is very important.
As I have anxiety and depression, mental
Right.
health issues.
Yes.
And you were in the
and you're
Navy,
very
right?
open about
Reserves,
that.
yes.
You're very open about that, and you act about your anxiety and mental things.
Yep.
And now you're helping veterans that come back with post-traumatic stress disorder and stuff like that get over all that anxiety
Right.
and learn stand-up comedy. So tell us how you got involved with that.
Well, it was back when I first started comedy. Pat Donahue started this program called Project Nine Line, which is
9 line?
yeah, Nine Line, which is it's a medevac to get people out that are hurt in war. So he said, let's start Project Nine Line, so we have something in the home front before people, because there are combat-related issues and non-combat related
Right.
issues. I've never been in combat. You know, I've served during the Gulf War, but I have non-combat related mental health issues. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I
you
mean?
were in Tampa, Florida.
I was in Tampa, Florida. I served in the Gulf War in Tampa, Florida.
You served. That's
Wait,
what-
you
Yeah.
were in Tampa, the Naval Reserve.
Yeah. I was-
What was your job function?
I wasn't a hospital corpsman, but I worked in a hospital corpsman unit, and I did everything that they hospital corpsmen did. Like it's like basic level, blood pressures, shots, eye tests, all the basic
Yeah.
physical stuff.
Yeah, I used to be an EMT, so it's like
Right,
almost
similar
like a
to
medic
like that,
with
yeah.
some other things, eye tests and some other
Yep.
things.
And the most impressive people I ever saw were the Navy SEALs. I did 2 weeks in Coronado.
Wow.
Yeah, and the Navy SEALs, I'm like doing their blood pressure. I'm like, and the heart rate's like 45. I'm like, let me do it again. And I'm like, excuse me, sir, can you come in here and check this? And he's like, they're Navy SEALs. They're special people.
Wow.
And I was like,
Wow.
I was like, I got the chills, But yeah, so Project Nine Line helps people that, it helps, it empowers, its mission is to support all veterans, including, but not limited to those with post-traumatic stress disorder by providing venues for them to communicate their experiences and express themselves. And they offer veteran networking programs, which there's art programs, there's Reiki, there's yoga, there's MMA training, there's comedy, which I'm the director. They made me the director of comedy.
They should have made you the yoga instructor. That would have been funnier than the comedy.
No, not the yogurt instructor, the yoga.
No, yoga, I said.
Yeah, but it's really cool because in the first year I met Pat Donahue, who's just started this program, and kudos to him, and kudos to Brian Katea because he started the comedy program. So I performed with them.
Yes, I know.
4 years ago or 5 years ago,
Yeah.
when they came to my open mic and were like, "You're Navy Reserves," and I said, "Yes. Do you want to be on the show?" And the person sitting next to me was like, "I want to be on the show too." And they're like, he was in the reserves.
So Manny, Are you like meeting? Do you meet with the vets, say once a month, and
Yeah,
work on
yeah.
their comedy with them, kind of thing?
Yeah, right now
Okay.
we
Go ahead,
we-
elaborate.
Yeah, we meet once a month to stay up with all the
Big words.
Yeah, we got a second grade reading level. We got to remember.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway,
Third grade.
third grade. I'm getting
No,
up
no,
there.
no. Marone. That's why you get it.
I just got to go off set for a second because
Okay.
nobody's answering the phone for John.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to talk to the
See
control
if
room.
Mr. Williams is here.
But
Go ahead,
see
Manny.
if our guest is
Go ahead.
here.
but yeah. So they how did you want me to elaborate again?
No, I'm saying, well, you meet with them once a month.
Yeah, once a month.
What do you do? How you help them?
And see, this will be the third time that I taught the class coming up in March, and it's about a 10, 12-week program. Pat's been down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have different people come down.
Great,
and
great bunch
yeah.
of guys.
Right.
Great
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
guys.
Oh,
We actually had Art Schill on the show.
Yeah.
As a guest one time. Great bunch of guys.
83 years old. We got Art Chill.
Yeah.
When we perform, like we do the comedy show, we do the comedy class, and we're raising money for Project Nine Line for
Right.
that venue.
Right.
And then we try to get people in there, but we also stretched out, and we have Veterans Comedy Assault where we can get paid gigs, and still proceeds are donated back
Right,
to
right.
Project Nine Line.
Yeah, like he hooked up with comics over in Mohegan Sun.
Right.
And they have him on 4th of July, Veterans Day.
Yep.
Now they like it so much, they're going to give him another spot. With
Three
the guys,
ti- three times a year they wanna
now,
bring
so
us back.
He does Mohegan Sun 3 times a year.
And we bring up all the veterans. We bring 11 people up there with us, and they all
It's
get
almost like a John B. Terra show.
And the veterans work on 5 to 7 minutes of comedy kind of thing?
yeah.
Okay.
And we
okay.
know when there's more people, you're going to get less time, but we want to give everyone that chance to go out there. And it's, these guys come in, whether it's public speaking or they got anxiety or mental issues or whatever, or they got, surgery from, one guy had a heart transplant last year. And, and I have to say this too, we lost a fellow veteran, Navy veteran, Bob Rossi this past year.
Yeah, very sad. Nice guy, Bob.
Who took the class
And you
multiple
did
times.
a fundraiser for him.
Yeah, we did. Well, we're going to do a
You're doing
fundraiser
a
for
fundraiser,
him.
that's right.
So
When
but
is that fundraiser, by the way?
That's going to be in January. If that would be great to support. All proceeds are going to his family.
And how do you feel after you teach the class and you see some of the guys? I know you got repeat guys that come back, and your regular team. But how's it like when you get a new guy coming in and first time he hits a stage in front of the audience? How does that make you feel?
Oh, it's awesome. The first time we performed in front of an audience with them, there was 200 plus people. The next year there was over 400 people, and it's just unbelievable to see these people go up there who had never even thought about doing comedy, whether they have issues, combat or non-combat related, or whatever it is, and they go up in front of all these people and they're performing and representing themselves, Project Nine Line. It's unbelievable. I'm so proud of them. Like a couple of the guys, one guy was interviewed on Verizon Fios. We had a big write-up on Newsday.
I saw that. That was an amazing
On
piece.
Newsday or in Newsday?
In Newsday.
In Newsday.
And we were on News 12 Long Island.
Now, what are some of the things the veterans you've taught have said to you as to how it's helped them?
Oh, well, I got big arts.
What's wrong with that?
No, I'm laughing at him. He really doesn't help.
It really hasn't helped any of them.
That's why they keep
You do
coming
this
back.
fabulous build-up, and it
Yeah.
ain't done a damn thing. No,
No,
come on.
it's
I'm only-
you know,
I'm breaking
and
it down.
what's really cool is when we go to a stage like Comics Mohegan Sun, where, these guys. I host a show, so I'm explaining that we're Project Nine Line, and we're Veterans Comedy Assault from Project Nine Line, and that part of the proceeds are going towards to help veterans, and we're getting paid a few dollars for this. It's just unbelievable, and to see these guys go on stage and perform, like when we do it we can do clean and blue material. So we also have to express that. There's people that just do adult shows, and there's people that do clean shows. But you have to be able to do a little bit of both, and it's really unbelievable. I love it, and it's very heartwarming to see these guys go up there. And when they come out, they're like, "Hey, Tugboat, thank you for teaching the class," or you know, it's really nice. It's
Oh, that's great.
something special.
It's a great thing you're doing, and you actually perform like we do. Laughter Saves Lives does St. Albans, and they do the
Yeah.
new show in Brooklyn, and then
I do the Northport VA about every
Yeah.
3 months. Yeah.
You've done a few of the
Yeah,
Laughter
Northport,
Saves Lives
yeah.
there.
And we had a show here in Massapequa. We did it with the Oaks.
Yes,
So we all did a
for,
show
for Veterans
Right.
Day.
that
right.
came from all the different
Yes.
hospitals, and they
Yeah.
came.
So-
So the Elks has been doing it for a while. They give them a dinner and
Right.
like a nice night out, so it's not in the hospital. It's
Right.
here, actually, right across the
So
street from the studio. Happened to be there, and they asked us to do the comedy this year, so we did.
Yeah, we had a lot of
awesome.
fun, and then we got all the people from all the places, like you
Yeah.
said.
You know what's really cool is you guys said you all perform for veterans, and whether we all do it, right? And,
Yeah.
And I'm a naval reservist, but one of the highlights of my 5 years so far of doing comedy is I did a
Meeting me.
meeting Pat Marone. Yes, meeting Pat
It wasn't
Marone.
analyzed that in Bronx.
I know. We see it every week on Facebook.
Yeah.
He shares it.
Thanks, man.
I recognized him from the movie.
Right.
That one shot, like we see the back of his head. I'm like, and I was in the
Yeah.
movie theater. I'm like, I'm gonna work with
Hey,
that
listen,
guy.
not for nothing.
Hey, he was in a movie.
I
It's a
was
big deal.
They played,
How awesome
a
is that?
repeat of me on America's Funniest Home Videos against Sunday.
How awesome is that?
People taping it.
Let me tell you something. That must have been amazing.
Oh,
I did a Jets commercial, and I was amazed with all the production.
Yeah.
That must have been really cool to shoot a picture.
Of course, it's great.
All right, so back to
So,
me.
so wait,
Um,
back to you. Is right, back to you is right. So we should have for Laughter Saves Lives when we do St. Albans and we do all this stuff. We should have some of your veterans for your class, maybe one time, another.
Right.
Get a spot
Absolutely.
up there and volunteer their time.
Absolutely.
And do that.
We also look.
You could, that'd be nice. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. The guys would love it. And look, I said I advocate for mental health as I have anxiety and depression. It was Christmas time, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and I was just home. I felt like the world's against me and all that. All of a sudden, I get a phone call from Rudy Fusco, and he says, "Hey, can you come down to the Northport VA hospital and do a show, and be here in like a half hour?" And he was like, "You'll close it out." Little did I know it was the mental ward of the VA hospital.
Oh, that's why he put you on?
Yeah. So I go in there. I remember I was like, by the way, my portion of this show is brought to you by Prozac. And they all start laughing. And I said, is anybody in here crazy like me?
That's our call, and Verizon had an issue that they resolved because we're a top show. We're the #1 show on this network in this time slot.
Who's
that's John from-
who's on the line?
Who else?
I was doing my own hold music because nobody's answering the phone.
Hey, listen, I can only host a show. I can't answer phones at the same time, so don't give us no shit right now. What do you want to talk about?
Listen to me. Listen, you can't even host the show.
Yeah, I'm finding that out
Well,
too.
John, our guest didn't show yet.
All right. Well, I just have a few quick comments and let you guys go.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Manny, for doing the show tonight.
Oh, thank you, John. Thank you.
And I'm a little upset at your relatives for making fun of you with the pie and the cake. I'm sure you ate both.
That might be it. That might be it. I was so upset that I ate both.
Hey, John.
What I did was I was driving and watching the show, but I needed to drive and not watch the show for a while. So I'm hoping I missed Patty G's segment.
No, John. In fact, John, I'm glad you're on the phone for this because I'm running social media tonight, and Julie Mulligan said, "What happened to the segment about how bands got their names?" So Pat actually has one fan.
Oh, wow.
Of his
Congratulations.
segments.
Is that a single hot woman, Julie Mulligan?
I don't know if she
How
said,
cool
Julie,
is
if
that?
you're single and I can't see.
I bet you I have a feeling
But
who
Pat's
Judy
single.
Mulligan is. It might have been one of those girls that you met at the last show.
But
Yeah,
John,
that's
isn't that
Patty
interesting?
segment.
One person is
I just
interested
wanna
in.
say, I'm driving a lot the last 2 nights. I'm driving from Allentown, and I was just up there with the fire department. You're talking about dedication, and you know a lot about Allentown, a little bit of Allentown.
Yeah, Billy Joel sang a song about it.
place it is, so to speak. But in the core of Allentown, you have some really dedicated firemen, undermanned, budget cuts, and yet these guys are still very, very dedicated. So I just wanted to give a shout out to those guys.
That's right. Yeah.
Shout out to the Allentown Fire Department.
John, where are you now?
Right now, I am on the Merritt Parkway heading up towards north of Boston. I left Allentown, and it said 5 hours and 15 minutes. When I hit the New York City line, it still said 4 hours, 48 minutes, because I was hitting rush hour. So it's been a long ride, and watching you guys has made it a lot longer.
And we're proud of that.
All right, so let's let John go now
You should be
before he
this-
can insult us now.
You should be this funny on stage, John.
Yeah, I like Patty G. I like what you said about Patty G when he said, I didn't do any comedy this weekend. Well, even when you're doing shows, you're not doing any comedy.
I'm amazed anybody still comes on the show. I'm amazed.
Now, where's our guest didn't show up?
No.
No, we've
not
been
yet.
looking.
He must have watched the show about an hour ago and realized what he was getting into.
He's smart.
All right.
So
Now-
listen, see if Patty G can fill 25 minutes.
Well,
Listen,
we got plenty of questions.
I
asked.
got another
the
question
viewers,
for Manny.
The viewers want to hear about Tugboat Manny. We got plenty of questions.
Plenty.
asked.
I'm trying to finish the story about
All right,
the mental
John.
ward.
It was nice talking to you, John.
Listen, I'm going to go. Tugboat,
Okay.
I want to come down to Project 9 Line. In fact, we're going to be doing a show
Do a whole
for a
show.
veterans
Do a show.
organization. I'll talk to you about tomorrow. You are somehow affiliated with them, so
Awesome.
I told the woman you would absolutely be on the show.
Awesome.
Hey, John,
Thank
maybe we
you.
can have him play Santa for the Christmas show at St. Albans.
Absolutely.
If
that
he's
would
not
be
booked, if
wonderful.
he might be booked. He's a big time Santa. We'll get back to that in the thing.
So I'm going to do
All
one
right,
line.
guys, enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you,
Thanks,
John.
John. Drive safe.
Drive safe.
The boss of this family told you you're playing Santa Claus.
Yeah.
You're Santa Claus.
Yeah, yeah.
Now shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah.
Now,
That was from The Sopranos.
Where would we leave off?
The
John interrupted us.
The mental ward.
Mental ward.
So, long story short, I'll cut to the chase. I got off. I did like 18 minutes there, and it was fun.
It felt like an hour.
It
to them.
felt like an hour to these poor people. And as I got off stage, somebody handed me a piece of paper, and the guy drew a picture of me. And I actually liked the picture because I look a lot thinner than what I
In the picture.
In the picture.
Oh, so he had a CNI dog.
So, yeah, so he drew a picture of me and it said, "To Manny, thank you, to Tugboat Manny, thank you for getting me through another day with PTSD."
That's
I
awesome.
talked to the guy after the show, and he broke down and cried. He tried to commit suicide 4 times. He lost 230 some odd people, and he was in charge of, and he feels like it's his fault.
Mm-hmm.
And that moment in my comedy, you guys have it too, but besides performing,
That's huge.
Mohegan Sun, teaching veterans, this, that, Borgata, Westbury Music Fair, all that stuff is great. But nothing will ever take that moment
Right.
of that man saying, "You made me forget about
Yep.
what," you know what I mean? And,
Well,
and that's what
that's
Project
very
9
nice.
I've told comics this. I said we don't always know just how deeply our comedy or experience is affecting somebody. You know how I do the birthday messages every year for my Facebook
Love
friends?
it.
I leave a
Yeah.
I
celebrity.
talked to Mary the other day, Mary Beth, and she let me hear it.
Mary
you,
Beth.
You did Michael Caine for her.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
You did Arnold for me.
You did it. Mary Beth, the one that was, you're friends with her.
Yeah.
Remember she was on
Now,
the
how
show.
how do you know her?
She's friends with one of the residents in the Regency.
Interesting.
And she came in there and she goes, I was her birthday. She goes, my birthday, John already sent me the thing. I said, oh, that's good. He said, and she
Michael
she
Caine.
let me listen to it. She goes, I don't know who it is. I go, that's Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. So I have I do that birthday thing for my Facebook friends each year. So I had somebody write me who said that I couldn't believe this. I was in tears reading this. She said, my father passed away around my birthday when I was a little girl. Mm-hmm. And when you leave me that message every year, that makes me forget about. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't think anybody listened to the
Yeah,
fucking things.
right.
And here she is.
That's the
you know.
great thing about when we do comedy and you do show.
Yeah.
We did a show a couple of weeks ago. We had people coming up to me and him and saying, I needed that laugh.
We
tonight.
need.
Right.
We need
Wait,
this laugh.
and it was
Isn't that
more
a
awesome
bad
feeling?
time?
Yeah.
She goes, I'm going through such a bad
Patty,
time.
don't worry, you'll get it one day.
Yeah, you might.
Well, if he got laughs, they would say that. But no, when he gets laughs, he's
Okay,
going to go through that
we're
too.
up on my 1-year anniversary of associating with you guys. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I got a question for Manny.
Yes.
All right. all jokes aside, now there might be a lot of vets not interested in comedy, but still might need help from Project 9.
Oh.
What are
Oh,
some
yeah,
of the
yeah,
other?
tell us-
Wait,
Oh,
what are
yeah.
some of the other things Project 9 does to help vets besides
Excellent
comedy?
question.
Right here, I'll tell you right
Oh,
now.
what's the website for Project 9?
Yeah.
Project9line.org.
Is
Project
okay.
Line.
Social media guy can write that on the thing.
So
I can write
it's,
that on
it's
there.
project, the word, the number 9,
I'll just get it from the shirt.
and then line
Yep.
dot org.
Project 9. I got
All right,
it.
so
And we
you
have-
should have this memorized. What
we
what
we
Project
have
9 does for everybody.
we have writing workshops, art classes, vets MMA, guitar group, yoga, private fencing, recreational horseback riding, monthly wellness, sound healing,
Okay, all right.
all these different things, and it's just
Okay.
it's so and
This is on Long Island, throughout Long Island.
yeah, well, it's in Islip. It takes
Okay.
place in Islip. I have the
You ask a lot of questions. Huh?
no, I have it right
Well,
here.
it's,
Yes,
a,
good
it's,
questions,
it's an
though.
organization.
It's-
I mean, you know,
It's
not
tw-
just comedy.
It's 25
God, he did a
Union
good job.
Street
Thanks, look.
in Islip.
Manny, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Give the
Yeah.
address again.
25 Union Street
Okay.
in Islip.
I'll write that on the
Are you a
website.
veteran, Pat?
No.
Okay.
Phone number to the place?
The phone number to it is 631
Hold on. 631
841
841.
1141.
And this is open to all veterans regardless.
It's open to all veterans.
Okay.
So it's a good
Yeah,
thing. I'll tell you.
that's
That's a terrific
They,
thing.
they run a great.
need it.
It's a nice
Yeah.
thing.
Some of
And-
these guys.
And it's nice for people to come out and support them and go to the shows and help them raise the money for all the.
Oh, it's really
You know,
cool.
I do the Northport VA about
Yeah.
once every 3 months in the long-term care section.
Yeah.
They're gonna
And
make it
s-
once every.
That's
7
where
years.
we met, Pat.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
It's
and
a long
some
time.
of these guys are in tough shape. You know?
Yeah.
Some of them
Yeah,
are really
yeah.
in tough shape. Yeah. We
But
do it
how
on this.
rewarding is it when you leave that place?
You know
Every
what?
time I leave that place, I'm like, oh my God, we made a difference today.
When
Yeah.
I did
Nice.
St. Albans and I won St. Albans show a couple of weeks ago, I felt like really. But Joe Pontillo and myself, we did it, and we had so much fun because they really enjoyed it, and they did the same thing when we were talking that you haven't experienced yet. They said how much they needed that laugh and they enjoyed themselves.
Your Pat was actually saying something. We both interrupted him. So.
Well, that's not unusual.
No, this show sucks.
Um,
that way, we're so stupid.
We switched it from Tuesdays to Saturday afternoon when it's family day.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times the family has said to us, whoever the comic, you know, he or she really enjoyed that. You know, you made his day a lot better. It's the
Absolutely.
family thanking.
I think
Yeah.
we have a call. A caller? Are you
We got
on?
a caller.
Who's the caller? Okay.
Pat?
Pat, why don't you do your...
Who's that?
How you doing, guys? It's Steve.
Oh,
Steve.
Steve.
Hey,
Oliva.
Steve, how you doing?
Steve, what's going on?
Just wanted to say, great show.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks.
All right, take care.
That's all you
That's
got to
it?
say?
That's it.
You waited on hold for an hour for
Are you
that?
still with Julie?
Is he Julie?
Ryan? I don't know. I'm figuring it out. So listen. So now
He's off.
Now
Is he
getting-
really
getting
off?
back- getting
wait,
back-
hold on. Steve, are you there?
He's gone.
Yeah, hang on.
Holy
So
cow,
listen,
we really
getting
are.
back to Tugboat Manny.
Well, wait, we got
I keep
to
saying-
do.
I'm going to
Pat's-
do
okay.
one quick question to end it with him because I know the audience is getting sick of him. How did you get your name Tugboat Manny? That's what we want.
All
to know.
right.
Ah, that's a key.
That's
question.
really cool.
Yes,
The mother of all questions.
Well, to get right to it, a lot of people call me Tugboat because I worked on it. I was a deckhand on a tugboat. And I was a deckhand on harbor and ocean-going tugboats, transporting barges the size of a football field, filled with 100,000 barrels of all different types of petroleum products. So I was the lowest man in totem pole, and then people would call me Tugboat Manny, joking around, whatever. And one day on Facebook, Paul Veneer was like, "You should use that as your name." Like, a lot of people were doing it, but one day he said it, and for some reason I was like, I'm going to change it to Tugboat
That's
Manny.
awesome.
And Paul Veneer, for you guys that don't know out there, is a
no-
comedian.
He's known as the Comedy Tornado.
I look fat in the South. I gotta get a new.
Yeah.
Plus the camera adds 10 pounds, and we got 20 cameras on.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
That was really good that we talk about that when Tugboat's still on the time we get on Tugboat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was good timing, yeah.
You know how we're very
The man
dysfunctional
that's
here.
talking about, well, we interrupt everybody. He just goes right out.
But guys,
True, we suck.
You know,
We
this
really need
shirt,
a
I had a
producer.
stain in it when I came out.
No, you guys
know?
are really. You know what? You guys remind me of. You guys
was-
remind me of doing it, performing at an open mic, and the comics are talking the whole time.
None of us.
hysterical.
None of us deserves to be here. We are the worst hosts. When I watch shows on television, I'm like, what? Nobody's talking over each other.
But you got people watching
Yeah,
the
no,
show.
we do. We have.
But they
fun.
have a director over here. We don't have a director.
We're having fun.
Oh,
We're having
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
We don't have cue cards
We're
and laugh
ourselves.
track.
That's what makes it.
That's what it is. Everybody's
ourselves.
being, you're being
guess.
yourself.
Patty's next show will have a laugh track there, but
Yeah.
I got to
So,
work on my Joy Behar.
So
So anyway,
I'm the co-host. Who could I fire?
So anyway, before we get into Patty
fire
G's
anyone?
segment, we're going to break for commercial.
a commercial.
Commercial?
What
We have a
commercial?
Life Fact commercial.
Oh, LifeVac just saved another person.
whoa,
They have?
that must
Okay.
be 14 then.
All right, we'll go to commercial now, and then we'll come right to Patty G.
Okay,
Take it away, LifeVac.
life hack.
Please listen. This is a LifeVac. It's easy to use and can save a life in an airway emergency. LifeVac is proven to save lives, and it's as simple as place, push, pull. I've had one in my kitchen and one in my car for years, and you should have one in yours. Choking is a leading cause of death. 5,000 people a year die from choking, one child every 5 days, and it can happen in just 4 minutes. There's no time to wait. If you have children in your home, please consider your LifeVac today.
Rock and roll, but how somebody's musician.
All right, we're back here. Laughter Saves Live.
Wasn't that great, the LifeVac?
Yeah, that's another
What, now
life
what did you say?
saved.
Saved another life?
Yeah.
They just saved another life. I guess I follow Arthur on the
It's
book
Arthur's
biz.
birthday today. Arthur, or the
I gotta
founder
leave
of,
him a message on the
founder of
I think that's
Life
14
Fact. It's
lives,
his
if I
birthday, yeah.
if I remember.
Right.
There were
We
14.
we have got to get a thing. Like maybe when we do the LifeVac, we'll have the number.
Right,
Yeah.
like McDonald's.
Like McDonald's. Why don't they have the number anymore? I used to like that, the billions.
Manny, did you fart?
No, but I have to.
I'm sure the audience loves that. Really, I have got to get my own show.
Listen, we're going to get to our segment with Patty G's segment. He's doing a segment on gonorrhea this week. Is
Yes,
that what you're
yes.
doing?
I took
How
pictures of
bands
Patty.
got their names.
Yes,
3
tonight.
minutes.
Can you elaborate on this?
Tonight, no, not on gonorrhea, please. The show's been bad enough.
Well, what do you do in your segment?
I say yes.
Pinatas?
No, let him do it. Let him do it.
Tonight
He worked
on
hard
Patty G's. Gee, I didn't know that. We're going to talk about how some
Oh, that's what the
bands.
segment's called?
No, that's my segment.
Oh, well, let's get a name.
Let
for
him
it.
do the segment. We got a caller, and then he's
No,
got.
let him do his segment first.
All right.
The caller can wait.
Okay, how some of these bands got their names.
Oh, the caller's coming in now.
Okay, should we do it?
No, you do your segment,
Okay.
and then
Segment.
Maria will be
For
right with
instance-
you.
Hold on,
That's Maria.
caller. We're going to do one segment that'll probably put you to sleep,
Right.
and then we'll.
Yeah, try to
Now,
fall
you've
asleep
heard
during the
that
segment.
the famous song "American Pie," the day the music died.
Yes.
that was
the
when
Don
bye-bye,
McLean.
that was when Richie Valens, Buddy Holly, and the Big Bopper died.
They all died in a plane
McLean
crash.
sang that
Yes,
song.
right. Now, the Big Bopper referred to Giles Perry Richardson. That was his name because he was 240 pounds.
That's why
in
the
the
plane crashed.
1950s, a bopper was somebody who was really into rock and roll.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, you would be if you were in a rock and roll band.
right. The band Deep Purple was taken from Richie Blackmore's grandmother, who loved the Bing Crosby song Deep Purple.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And Genesis has had their name since the beginning.
Right. Don't say that anymore, please.
Okay.
Okay, now, Engelbert Humperdinck. This is your parents' generation.
That's not his real name, you know.
I know that. Would you let me get it out, please?
Well, I just seen him in concert
Okay.
recently. I know.
Gordon Mills was his manager. Okay? And his name was Jerry Dorsey. And Gordon Mills said, we have to think of a way somebody's going to remember you.
Right.
You know, more than anything. So he changed his name to Engelbert Humperdinck so that it would
That's
stand
memorable.
out. Engelbert Humperdinck was the Austrian composer who wrote Hansel and Gretel.
Right.
Oh, with the Jack and the Jill and the.
And now
Yes,
Willie Sacco
yes.
keeps his name alive on Long
Right,
Island.
right. Now, Gordon Mills also became the manager of a gentleman by the name of Thomas Jones Woodward and took advantage of the same kind of publicity and had that gentleman change his name to Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
he did.
Now, how did he get the sock in the pants?
Now that's
He did Thunderball.
Right, right. Now,
It's not unusual.
That's a Bond pick. I'm a
The-
big Bond.
the band Styx.
Okay.
because they
It's
played
take-
the drums.
No, is taken after a mythical river that people cross over to get into hell.
Really?
Ooh,
not
yes.
not the drumsticks.
What had Led Zeppelin get that name?
Well, hold on. Now, Three Dog Night. This one is interesting. Okay?
Three
Would
dogs.
send a night out on a dog like this.
That was a rough name.
Did you
to
get
come
it,
up with.
Ellis?
Three Dog Night comes from the farmer, the sheep herders in Australia. Okay? Sometimes, believe it or not, it gets so cold down there. Okay?
That
they
Michael
would,
Jackson has to wear three gloves.
No, it would get so cold down there that they would sleep with one of the dogs for body heat, depending on how
All
many.
right. This is a
no,
PG
no,
show
no,
here.
no. Depending on how many dogs they needed was the night. 3 Dog Night meant it was a brutally cold night.
Oh, okay. You almost done yet?
Two more. And they ask if it's the Tramps. Remember the Tramps, the disco band?
Yeah.
Okay, they grew up
Saturday
in
Night
Philadelphia. They would start singing on street corners, and people would pass by and go, "All you guys are is Tramps." Okay, and they took the name. Now, the most interesting, The Who.
Who?
The Who. Okay, while taking suggestions for the band's name, someone noticed that all 4 members of the band were hard of hearing because every time somebody suggested a name, they would go, "The Who?" And that's how The Who came to be.
Very interesting.
You know, I found out today, I was listening to Howard Stern, that
What?
Ringo Starr's son is the drummer in The Who now.
This I did not know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just knew that.
We have a caller holding. Who's
Okay.
the call? Is it Maria?
I hope everybody liked that.
Caller, are you there?
Oh, she's calling now. She's right on cue.
Caller, are you there?
Yes,
Who's this?
This is Steve again.
Steve.
Oh, Steve, we were supposed to have a caller call in.
Yeah.
Not named Steve.
Oh, all right. I'll hang up.
Well,
Thank you, Steve.
we want to talk to you too, Steve.
Oh, give me the number. I got a voicemail front of the business.
No, I found it interesting. Three Dog Night. That sounds like me at the bar back in the day.
All right, thank God. I wish you didn't
I
call.
wish you didn't call in.
Nothing.
All right, we're going to take that other caller now.
It's changing their name.
What was that,
He
Stevie?
just hung up on him.
No, I can't hang up. I'm not like Francesca. Your person. I wish we had a button.
Bobby and Babla, what's up, Bobby?
And by the way, the
Hirsch
Bay,
from Valley Street.
by the way, the Bay City Rollers
Yeah.
didn't have a name, so they stuck a pin on a map, and the pin went into Bay City, Michigan. That's how they got
That's
their
how they came up with the Bay City
Right,
Rollers.
they're not from the San Francisco
Why not the
Bay.
Bay City Pins?
Oh, he put the number on for her?
I just put it on.
She's going to call now.
She's calling now.
Okay.
All the way, I think she's in Florida.
Who's this?
Well, we have big technology. Our phone's
guys, it's
reaching.
Butch.
Who's this?
Who's that?
It's Butch.
Butch, how are you?
Good. I was just calling to tell you guys you're having a great show tonight.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank you,
Butch.
Butch.
How you feeling,
How you
Butch?
feeling, Butchie?
Doesn't sound like him.
It doesn't sound like Butch.
Butch?
Butch?
Go ahead, caller.
All right, this is not who
This
can
is a
call in
Verizon
and like
problem?
stump us, okay?
Butch is...
That didn't really sound like Butch.
No, it wasn't.
No,
Butch.
I don't think it was
No.
Butch. All right, hopefully Maria's
Sound like
calling
Leslie
in.
Nielsen in Airplane. I just want to wish the both of you good luck.
I just wanted to tell you, good luck. We're all counting on you.
Yeah. All right, so
So hopefully Maria will call in.
well,
Okay.
if Maria, we're not going to wait for Maria to call. If she calls in, she calls
We
in.
have 5 minutes left, so
That's all right.
there's Maria.
Oh, my
Hopefully it's not another imposter. Hi, caller, you are live on Laughter Saves Lives Live. Who are we speaking with?
Hey guys, it's Maria.
That's Maria.
Hey,
Hello.
Maria, how you doing?
Sorry for the problem, Maria.
Hi John, hi Benny.
How are you? Who's Benny?
I'm good. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can hear you terrific, but Benny,
Who's Benny?
who's Benny?
Isn't Benny there today?
No, Manny.
No, Manny.
Oh yeah, hi Manny. Yep. Oh, I thought Benny was there with you guys too.
No,
No, Benny's on an hour. He's on it from 7 to 8.
And Benny got enough time.
Well, who's on the right? I don't recognize the person on the right.
The big one with the green shirt. Oh, that one.
That
Patty?
guy? That's Pat G.
Patty
He's not
G.
that important.
I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know all of you then.
No, Pat
hello?
G's like, he's new.
I'm the riffraff.
That's Pat Marone. He's hosting the show tonight because our regular
Hi,
host
Pat.
is
Hi,
also
how are
not
you?
who's also not very well known. Not yet. And I'm not very well known, and that's why I'm on the end. So
Neither am I.
none of us
John
are
gave
on.
me another number, and it was the wrong number, and I called it. It went into somebody's voicemail. So
Oh, nice.
This show really isn't
Anyway.
that good anymore.
What's your
so-
favorite part about the show so far?
Oh, well, I like to listen to you guys talking all at once, you know,
See, I told you we
like
got to
you're
get
doing
better.
right now. No, what's the subject for tonight?
Tugboat Manny,
Tugboat
Project
Manny and
Nine.
Project 9 working with the veterans.
Doing comedy,
Oh, okay.
veterans.
Okay, so I just got on, and I wasn't aware of Project 9 or... that,
Project Nine Line is
working with-
Project Nine Line. He teaches comedy for the veterans. That
Oh, who's
Yeah.
doing that, Manny?
Manny.
Yeah,
Manny.
Tugboat
Manny's
Manny,
a Navy veteran
Ah,
who now teaches.
okay, Manny. Yeah, I know who Manny is, yeah. Well,
Oh,
that's
see,
good, Manny.
you're the
Good
most
for you.
well-known
I'm glad
person, and you're the first time on the show.
Yeah. Hey, hello.
Manny's reputation precedes him. Precedes or proceeds? Precedes.
Free.
Precedes.
Free.
Okay, so what is the what is it? You're teaching comedy to veterans. How's that going, Manny?
Oh, it's good. I'm about to start up my third class in March of 2019. We all just got back from performing on Veterans Day at the Mohegan Sun. So.
Oh wow, well, I'm from Connecticut, so I know exactly where that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from Connecticut? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yes, I am from the Danbury area. I grew up in Danbury.
Now, when I was taking my flying lessons, landed at the Danbury airport frequently because at Danbury you can tie down the airplane for free, and there's a nice restaurant right there.
Oh.
And we used to eat and then fly home, back to Republic and Farmingdale.
How cool is that?
And you're right near the mall too. How great
And
is that?
we used to fly right over the mall, and there are 2 peaks at the end of the runway, so we always used to make sure we flew through them. That's why I never liked to fly out of there at night. I always liked to fly out during the day because there were those 2 mountain peaks.
Right.
And we used to go through them.
Right.
So there would be terrain on both sides. And a single engine, I don't like that.
Where is this now?
Danbury, Connecticut.
What are 2 mountain peaks in Danbury?
There's not mountains, but it's a high elevation and you fly between them.
Not to change the subject, but did you guys know where the Danbury Airport, or I'm sorry, Danbury Mall is? That is where we used to have the Great Danbury Fair.
Oh.
Did you remember going there as a kid? I mean, it was like 2 weeks out of the year. You don't remember that? The big top? And,
I remember it, but
I mean,
my family never went there.
I never went to it.
Oh, okay, but it was huge anyway. But we were talking to Manny about this project, and yeah, I think it's great. And you have a website or something, or an email?
Yeah,
It's on the project. Go ahead, give it to him.
Yeah,
Put it up again.
project9line.org. So it's the word project and the number 9 and then the word line all together .org. And you hit that'll explain everything. It'll tell you all the workshops.
It's in the comments, but it's far up because we have a lot of
Project9line.org.
Okay, Maria, I hate to cut you short, but we got to get off the air now.
Yeah, we have 1 minute left on the airtime.
Thank you so much for calling.
Maria, it's nice to actually finally speak with you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for calling.
With you. I'll call again.
All right, take care, Maria.
Take care. All right,
thanks. Bye.
Thank you. All right, that wraps up our show.
That wraps it up.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming, Manny, and thank you for your service.
You know what? Thank you.
Did you have fun?
Thank you. You know what? I probably added a couple more thousand views to the show.
At least.
Being
I
on.
highly doubt that.
No. The Nielsen's
anyway,
are going to be through the roof.
Thanks, everybody. We're going to the Massapequa
Diner.
Diner.
Okay.
Another show in the box.
That's hilarious. You guys are hilarious.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer, the circle the lips, play ball. Play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball. Take off the caps,